Hello, hello, and welcome back to my channel at Dani Be Knowing with your fave psychic medium for your healthy, very healthy dose of Thursday tea. Hey y'all, how you been? I miss y'all. And happy new year. So before we get into the things, hello, my name is Dani. For those of you that are not new to this but true to this, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you. And for those of you that are new here, what's up? My name is Dani. I'm a psychic medium. And here at my channel, I love to do Thursday teas, basically where I'm getting to all the political, celebrity, whatever ish downloads that I get, I'm giving it to you. And I have been doing this for the last year. You can check out my channel where I do deep dives. I've done deep dives on the economy, which I've done this before, but an update's going to need to be coming. Deep dives on social media, which you should really check that out. I've discussed about things turning into one big old ad, like an eBay of sorts. And there's about 3 social media apps that I can kind of think of that are really heading to that direction. Check it out. I discussed the massive layoffs in tech, the future of tech, the future of real estate, which is very, very important. I'm seeing a lot of things I've discussed there about to make their rounds again, and that is another video I'm going to do a follow-up one. And something new I've added to my channel, it took a lot for me to decide what I want to move forward with into this new year. And what I want to take away, for the moment, I am taking away the zodiac readings. I've gotten a lot of great messages about zodiac readings. I've enjoyed doing them, but I really do want to build my channel. And I want to make sure that I'm pouring into things that are giving back. And so right now, my biggest focus on, I've been thinking of this now for about 2 years, is cold case readings. So if you're into cold case readings, if you're someone that's just interested to looking at documentaries, looking at psychic readings, all those things, I'm going to be doing deep dives of cold case readings. And I already released a video out, and it was on the Freeway Phantom case. It's an amazing read. I do a very quick deep dive, digging into questions that I feel like that are very important to the case in hopes that, that is something that can be utilized down the line. And that is my goal. My goal to do cold cases on cases that are not taken as seriously primarily. And, other big cold cases like maybe the Joe Ramsey case, if you're interested in that. Now, let's get to Thursday tea. Joe, I'm actually really happy I did not do a Thursday tea before the whole Nicki Minaj meltdown online. I've discussed a lot of times about I was going to say psychic rap girl beef. The rap girl beef really amplifying again, coming to play. And we got to really see a lot of this. But I'm really happy that because just we know people's patterns by now. But I'm gonna be doing a Thursday tea, so let's dig into it. Let's see what comes up. I see Diddy. It's been a little quiet here and here with Diddy. He's been making some settlements. I have discussed Diddy a few times about things coming up in regards to him, his personal life, really home life, and I do see more of that coming to forefront. I've done a deep dive, so be sure to check that out. And I did do a deep dive on the DJ Envy case, which I do see coming up again this year. So in regards to both these cases, especially the DJ Envy case, we're going to be seeing a lot of things about the paperwork being discussed. It's really about the paper trail. A lot of people don't realize when it comes to, especially cases like DJ Envy, when it comes to scamming financial cases, it's a lot of white paperwork. It takes years. So when they're coming to you and saying, we have this on you, they have been looking into for a while. So those 2 things came up, so that might come up in this reading. Let's check it out. And of course, I'm going to call out the cards as I'm looking at them. And they want me to review the bottom of the deck. We're going to see a theme of contracts coming around again. There are going to be some people. First of all, shout out to Meg Thee Stallion. Congrats, my darling, on being an independent artist and doing the damn thing. Your deal with Warner Music Group is amazing. And I'm bringing that up because She has slammed open a door that a lot of people didn't realize was there. You know, I'm getting a vision of somebody walking down a hallway and there's some doors that just look covered with vines, like untouchable. And Megan annihilated that and got behind that door. And by doing that, she has opened up the field to a whole other game. But because of this, and it's not on her, it's on terrible people, capitalism, all the ism, all the things. We're going to start seeing a lot of record labels trying to pivot in a way of appealing to the independent artists, appealing to younger people, especially that are stepping into this music game and are like, you know what? I don't need so and so at that door. I can really make my own way through. I can, play my cards right and do it this way because I want to get my money. I want to own my stuff, my creativity, my career. And with this Jack of Hearts and Nine of Hearts, I'm seeing we're gonna see a lot of I'm seeing a lot of R&B girlies who probably have been partnered with maybe a producer or another artist that they're in a relation with. I see Tink. I know she works very closely with Young Berg, Hitmaker. I do start to see those things starting to unravel. Couples like that, where the talent has been leaving it to the other to really have their back. And when we see this door open, we see all these things come out about negotiations, what's in this deal. A lot of people are starting to see, like, they've been really screwed over. There's some deep things that were hidden from them, money ventures that were taken from them because of people weaving their lives, because of intermingling sex, romance within career and your career as an artist. We're going to see a lot of that. We're about to see a lot of older artists come out and tell their stories about the people that were partnered with, people that we probably see in the highest regard, most likely in certain things, and then coming out and telling their story even more, saying, you know what? Shout out to her. Shout out to her for really getting through this game without needing a man to push her forward. Because when we think of Megan Thee Stallion, we don't think of another male artist or another male manager. We don't. We know she worked with 1501, but I don't, you know, Nicki down, but we think of Lil Wayne with Lil Kim, we think of Biggie with so like in those regards. And so I see now that I'm pretty sure Megan had an idea, but she doesn't know how much history she is leading the forefront of, and also unraveling so many dark secrets in regards to these contracts. I'm getting a vision of contract, very thick contracts. It's all like pretty handwriting. So this is stuff that I'm seeing calligraphy. So we're probably gonna see how the within her doc most likely the history of these contracts, the validity of them, the violence of them, and how you're really signing off your whole mind, body, so all that, because your name, your persona, to these entities, to these companies, or to a person that you trust. So we're gonna be hearing a lot. We're gonna be seeing a lot of artists move a specific different way. She has some really cool collabs coming along. So within her collabs, we might get more insight from other artists as to where they're at. We're gonna see a big influx of artists trying to leave, of leaving their labels, but also, now that I think about it, I think JoJo's another person that has really opened doors up a lot for this. She went through 10 years of fighting for her contract. Now that I think of this, and she came up. So we're probably going to hear more of her story and her giving congrats to Meg, understanding what that's like to be fighting for 10 years, So we're going to be hearing a lot of this. We're going to be seeing a lot of light being shed, some really cool collabs. We also might hear, certain celebrities that we really enjoy, and the thievery that's been going on within the industry of music, of writing, of ideas, of, when I say ideas, I mean these ideas have been discussed in meetings, have been solidified, had a plan roll out, and then it's gave to somebody else. And it's a very common thing but we're going to see people really standing up for themselves a lot more. I do see Cardi. She might have I don't even see Nicki in this regard. I do see maybe her throwing a little bit of oil to the fire as things are going, but we might see or hear certain things coming out in regards to Cardi, what's going on with her album rollout, what's happening in behind the scenes besides just with Offset. And we might see her have a spiral in a certain way on social media in regards to certain things with her career, maybe being a lot vocal about what's really happening right now. But let's pull some more cards and see what's going on. What else is going on in regards to this? Yeah. So we got the Queen and Jack of Clubs here. There is something. Okay. There is a collab coming between a man and a woman. And we got this Ten of Spades here, which tells me that I don't know why I saw Nicki and Party, but there's different collabs here I'm seeing, and they're not going to be fully fleshed out. Something in regards to mental health or something's going to come in the way. We might hear collabs that were supposed to happen that did not happen, and people really coming out to be more vulnerable and open about where they're at with their mental health now. COVID is still a thing. It's still running rampant. A lot of people are still dying from COVID. Long COVID is now being discussed a lot more, for what I've been seeing, a lot more than what it should have been before, because it's been a thing since 2020. So we're seeing a lot of things dredge up from there. We might see a lot of artists that are collabing or supposed to have collabs discussing this and saying, you know, I missed out on some really great opportunities because of my mental health that stemmed from COVID. And I think this is really going to help bring in a lot of voices. A lot of people have been very vocal about how COVID has really changed their life. But unfortunately, sometimes it takes the masses to see celebrities being as vulnerable, as open as well, to have this deeper discussion. What else? What's going on in political terms? Oh, child, the elections this year. What's going on in political tea? I discussed last year in April in regards to the plates moving, like if you learned about Pangea in middle school, something of that nature. Hold on. And how climate change is really going to be huge topics of discussions. We have been held back because of our last presidential candidate that was in office. I am from America, so speaking more in regards to that. And a lot of research was paused, was stopped due to this type of ignorance that we had running in office, that we had in office. They ran and won somehow. And so we're starting to get a sense of a repeat of that energy. So politically, so there's going to be some type of balance shift here. It looks like they're trying to bring a balance, especially what we have what's going on in Gaza, the occupation in Gaza, free Palestine. That is something that is being ignored with discussing a lot, but it's going to be a very big point of the election with this Nine of Spades. We're going to see people trying to rewrite history in their speeches, in their elections, people trying to gaslight the masses. This election, Ace of Hearts, I'm seeing it's really going to be emotionally hard for a lot of people. They're going to really be trying to gaslight, emotionally manipulate the US citizens and whoever else. So we're going to really see this coming to play during the election, unfortunately. And we're also going to see that because there is a current war going on, a lot of times America doesn't like to change the president in the midst of war. So we might see Biden have a second term just off the strength of that. And with this balance, with this two of clubs I'm getting, is it's going to be it's going to be a lot of action movement for balance. And we're also going to see a height in protest and height in people protesting for their rights, protesting, not in protesting, what's that called? Striking. We're going to see massive strikes happen across the board again. People are tired. People want their things. They want to be treated with respect. And we are seeing how the rich, whoever the rich is, they're coming out and showing their ass, saying, we have to make them suffer. We have to do this because they need to understand we're their employer, they're the employee. People are actually telling us to our face that we have no right to feel any type of way and that we should just take whatever. But that's the world we live in. So we're going to be seeing a lot of this, a lot of egos coming to play. We're going to be hearing a lot about financial struggles that certain people are having in politics because of their drug issues, because of their alcoholism, because of them not doing right by the people in their office. We're going to see a lot of these scandals and a lot of them just be whispered and go away. Just like that young man that murdered his father on live by decapitating him. Or, not to blurt out, by his head off. And that's not being discussed a lot, but we're going to be seeing a lot of this very, very deep, dark things going on within families. And we're going to see just the nastiness that these candidates come up with and what they're willing to do to satisfy the top 1%. And so we're going to see a lot of lessons in that regard. Do not just be giving your money into things without knowing where it's going. Read the fine print. This was a thirsty for other things, but I am getting a collective message. Look through your bank account. What's being withdrawn? What's being removed? Double check. Is that a bill that you're paying? Is that a scam? You might need to move your banks. I am seeing massive issues with banks again. And so being very careful, especially during this election. And be sure to look at your accounts before a holiday. Like, for example, President's Day is coming on the 19th. Look at your bank account before that weekend comes. And just getting more into cash. Keep cash on you. I'm going to put that as a little reminder for myself. Keep cash on you. We're going to see a lot of electronic banking. Be very careful. I'm seeing Cash App, Zelle, PayPal. So, relook at those accounts. Who has access? What has access going to? What bills are coming from there? Did you okay for that bill to come through there? So, a lot of just fine tune checking into things as this year is going to start ramping up. Be very careful with the calls we're answering. Be very careful with emails. Read them twice. Don't just react emotionally. If you get a text with your email saying your account's negative, don't click. Relax. And I know that should be given, but it's not. Sometimes we're so busy or we're already going through things. So it's like, what now? And so you're clicking your phone, just trying to get ahead of it, and boom, scammed, wiped. Very careful. They're getting very cutthroat and nasty this year. And we're also going to see a lot of new cyber laws coming to play. Now, they're for the betterment or for the worse. That is something we need to be paying attention to. And thank you guys so much for joining me for another Thursday tea. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.